Here is our general guide to touring Portugal's National Route 2 in a large motorhome. For reference, our motorhome is 3 metres high, 8 metres long and 2.8 metres wide, including the mirrors. If you are thinking of following the N2 route through Portugal to the Algarve, follow this guide and you should be able to complete it without any mishaps. You need to allow a minimum of 10 days to complete the journey from kilometre 0 to kilometre 738 or vice versa. I would say 14 days would be easier and 18 days would be leisurely. Tourist information can be found in each town in the passport, as well as some N2 souvenir shops. Firstly, decide whether to set off from Chaves in the north or from Faro in the south. Then, make your way to your chosen start point and visit the Tourist Information Office, where you will get your free passport and your first stamp. If you are starting in the south, you may find it easy to go to Loulé first and get your passport at the Tourist Information Office there. The lady there is very helpful and you can park on some land behind the bus station, 300 yards away. It is much harder to park in Faro. Passports and stamps are free, with no obligations to buy or view an attraction. The lady in Tourist Information in Chaves is also very friendly and helpful. Once you have your passport, download the N2 app using the QR code at the front of the passport, or better still, scan it from here up in the top corner so that you can pre-plan. The N2 app is not the best or easiest to use. For example, the map link is not licensed at Google, so it is not clear where things are, and the addresses given often only take you to a general area similar to a postcode. Each page of the passport has a QR code which shows you where you get the passport stamped in each town along the route. However, to find places of interest in the area, you must refer to the app, or better still, Google. Many of the places mentioned in the app for places of interest and for stamping are not accessible with a large motorhome. In such cases, we have attempted to find parking within walking distance and give a what 3 words location for it. The N2 is 75 years old and parts of it have been bypassed. One section in particular is in a very bad state. Our videos will point out these sections. Some of the towns and villages were not designed for cars, and the road surfaces and narrow streets are not really suitable for large motorhomes. Once again, these places will be highlighted in the video. Some of the towns suggested in the passport are a bit of a detour from the main route. You may want to research what can be seen in these places before making the detour. On our trip, we missed out a couple of towns. Before setting off for the next town, check it out for places to park by using Google Maps, Satellite and Street View. Where possible, we will suggest places to park in the relevant video. Be prepared for some very uneven road surfaces, and also be prepared to live off-grid with no electric hookup. Groups of motorbikers like to do the route on weekends, and it can get busy then, so try and plan a place to stay for the weekend and travel only on weekdays. And remember, getting the stamps is a bit of fun. You don't have to get one from every place. The sections below Abrantes have less interesting towns, so the southern leg can be done in a couple of days. Factor this in with your planning. Siesta time in Portugal is between 12:30 and 2:30, so shops and attractions are often closed at these times. Also, many attractions do not open until 10 a.m. You may want to factor this in when travelling. The N2 is a very quiet road, except when you get into the towns. In the towns, the traffic can be very busy and the streets can be very hard to negotiate, so be prepared. If you stay at an unofficial stopover, do not drink alcohol, as the GNR police may ask you to move on at any time. Also, dogs barking at night is a common occurrence in Portugal. Navigating the N2 can be fraught with problems. Your motorhome or truck sat-nav is great for getting around the towns and getting you to stopovers, as it keeps you away from the narrow roads, tight bends, and height and weight restrictions. However, between towns, it will try to take you on the fastest, shortest, and most economical route. In many cases, this will mean travelling down roads other than the N2, so always check with Google Maps or a physical map to ensure you stay on the actual N2. There is one exception to this, which I will highlight in the relevant video. Town signs are found on the whole route, showing the direction to take, but this sometimes takes you on a bypass around the towns. So once again, double check at each junction. As a good reminder, there are waymarkers along the whole route showing the distance to or from Chaves. They also have N2 shown on them. If you don't see N2 on the waymarker, you have left the route. You might do this intentionally, but you get my drift. Subscribe to our channel to follow the whole series and ask questions in the comments. We will be more than happy to give advice. Above all, enjoy your journey and you will feel like you have accomplished something when you get your final stamp. Happy travels!